Brady, he was a second day officer. You know, he was 2 days out of the academy, and we find ourselves in the middle of an active shooter under a barrage of gunfire.
First thing you hear is coming down the street, you just hear the sounds of the gunfire.
Somebody in the CP, can you tell me where it's coming from?
The plan was to set up a strike team to go in and find the guy. But as soon as we got out of the car, he focused all his fire on us. It was just all around you, just felt like it was coming from everywhere, top, down, left, right, it just felt like it was coming from everywhere.
He looks over at me and he says, you know, where's it coming from? And he kind of pops his head up a little bit. And at that moment, he took a round.
I got shot!
All right.
I got shot!
Where?
My arm!
All right, move. We got casualty.
One of the rounds came and hit me in the back of my shoulder, went through my arm, out my bicep area, went into my chest and shot down my body.
We need to get to medical.
I knew he needed medical attention. I didn't know how bad it was. There was really no option. You know, at that time, that kid, that was my only priority. But we started moving north on the boulevard, and I started pushing him in front of me as much as I could.
As we were running down the street, the guy took his fire on the two of us running down the street still, so as we're running, he's still shooting at us.
By redirecting that fire off that crowd, we guaranteed we saved lives.
I didn't know I was hitting the chest, and he saw I was, so he knew he had to get me to medical immediately.
I gotta get you to ambulance.
At that point, it changed everything. It was a matter of minutes. My absolute focus was on Brady at that point. I mean, there was nothing else for me to do. You know, I looked across the street and I could see a couple patrol vehicles. And I started pushing Brady across the street. I took somebody's car.
Taking his car!
We hit the freeway and we were at UMC within minutes. But it felt like I was driving to Utah, and I couldn't allow him to lose consciousness, so I started asking him about his life, you know, his family, his girlfriends, his pets, anything I could do to get him talking.
How many girlfriends you got, bro? Only one? Her name's Jordan. She's sexy? Yeah, she is. Right on, what is Jordan like?
And I was fortunate with Brady. You know, he's a tough kid. He's one of these people that have a long career, and he's gonna do something amazing in his career, and hopefully this is the worst thing that ever happens to him. And get that out of the way at day 2, that's fantastic. I mean, he showed a lot of heart that night, a lot of heart, and you can't teach that to somebody. His parents did a great job with him. I think the hardest part about the whole thing is just the fact that it happened. And you've got to be willing to give everything to make sure that even if you don't go home, somebody else does.
Everyone coming together and jumping in and doing a part, and the way the community came together afterwards, and all the outreach and the support everyone gave the following days and weeks and months afterwards. I mean, I grew up in Vegas, and it's cool to see how such a big place can come together and at us.
By redirecting that fire off that crowd, we guaranteed we saved lives.
October 2, 2017, 01:43 and 51 seconds.
911 emergency, Verdino 15951. Do you need police, fire, or medical?
Yes, I'm calling because of the shooting incident, and I'm at the Hooters Hotel. We're on lockdown. I watched.
I'm sorry, sir, your phone cut out. I'm sorry, you said you're at the Hooters Hotel?
Yes, I am. I'm locked down here, but I watched the police chief give the update a few moments ago.
Okay.
And we have the TVs on here, and we were at the concert, and my friend and I both, as the shooting started, when we thought it was fireworks, we both observed flash coming out of 2 windows of the Mandalay Bay, and I hear the police chief saying they had one room where they took down the shooter, and they talk about the other lady that's missing they want to find. There were 2 windows with exact similar flashing white lights coming out of them like strobes at the same time this was happening.
Okay, so you witnessed 2 lights or 2
I
windows?
witnessed 2 windows where the flashes were coming from. One from where I was sitting in the venue at the Harvest concert. We were sitting in the very back, where it would have been the northmost end of the concert space, and I could see the left wing of the Mandalay Bay up higher, and I heard him say the 32nd floor. That's where they took the guy out. But also on the right wing, down another 5 or 6 floors, there was another area where the light was flashing from, and I saw it first, then I saw the one higher up to the left second. My friend saw the exact same thing, and I hear him saying one shooter for sure. There were 2 windows with the exact same flashing light coming out of them when all that machine gun fire was happening.
Okay, you said it's approximately 5 floors lower than the other?
Say it again?
You said it was approximately 5 floors lower than the other window?
I'm estimating, because at the moment I wasn't realizing what it was. It might even have been a larger separation, but the wing is where I was sitting at the north end of this venue. The wing that would have faced more southeast, I guess, had the higher window, and the wing that was a little bit more northwest was a lower window.
And what is
but they
your
were still
first
both
and last
very
name,
high.
sir?
Say it again?
Your first and last name?
My name is Jeff.
And Mr. your callback phone number?
This is my cell phone number.
Is it?
Yes, it is. And we just keep watching all these videos sent in, and some of them capture that height of the building, but it's too hard to see on the TV if you can see the flashing or not.
Okay.
But they were both windows, distance apart from each other.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much,
floors.
Mr. for the information. I updated it in our call, and someone may contact you for further, okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you.